Hey, my people, how you doing? It's Kev again, and after a long time, after 14 trials, man, after like 1 year and some few months, we finally got funded. It's been a rough journey. It's been a very rough journey, okay? But it's been one of the most interesting journey that I've ever experienced as a trader, okay? It's a journey of ups and downs. It's not a walk in the park journey, and it's been a worthy journey. Okay, so the past, let's say, 5-6 days, I managed to get funded. I managed to pass phase 1. I managed to pass phase 2, and later managed to be up 2% in my funding account. Okay, and one of the things that I'd like to talk about in this video and concerning the challenge is that at one point I was at, let's say, Kedo, like it was 6.9% drawdown. Okay, and at that point I was fearless because I was thinking like, man, this challenge is about to get blown. But I told myself, why am I thinking negatively? And I'm in control of the whole game, okay? So I decided to risk appropriately. So the first trade that I took gave me like it was like 5.5% return, and I took it. I didn't hesitate. I got my emotions in control, and I managed to get out of the drawdown. And the second trade, I was like, it was kind of easy, so I have to put my effort in the second trade. The second trade I saw, it was actually a GBP USD trade, and I took it too. And surprisingly, I got like 5% return in that too. Okay, and onto that day, I took like a 3%, a 3R trade, and I managed to get out of phase 1. And in phase 2, I managed to take just a single trade. Actually, phase 2 took me like a day to pass phase 2, and I searched for a trade, and I got a 5R trade, and I've completed that phase. Okay, so in the funding phase, I managed to get like a good trade in gold, and it gave me 2R, and I closed. Okay, a 1:2R is life-changing. Okay, 1:2R is life-changing, considering that you wish to upgrade the funded accounts. Okay, if you have a 1 million funding, you can easily scoop like let's say 20,000 USD per trade, and once you achieve that, there's no need of going back to the charts again. Okay, so that's great news to me, and thank you everyone who's been part of my journey, and thank you for everyone who believed in this shit that we're doing. Okay, and to the followers of the journey to being funded, okay, it might not be public, but I felt like I should tell you this. We are finally funded, and I'm so happy about this milestone, and all grace be to God, and thanks for everyone. Okay, so what did I learn into this? What did I learn from this phase and from this challenge that I passed, and what would be my advice to anyone trying to get funded? Okay, the first thing is that you should respect risk. Okay, you should just first determine your risk, the amount of risk that you are willing to risk and to lose, and then fix it on your strategic plan and make sure that you respect that risk. Okay, once you're risking like 1 or 2% and aiming for like 2R or 3R, once the returns come, they'll be decent. Okay, and respecting risk makes you survive longer in the game. Obviously, we've been talking about that for like for a year or two now. Okay, the second thing that I'd love to tell you is that take profit at logical levels. Okay, always take profit at logical level. If you know that once I'm in a position and we've already taken a high or a low, that's logical. You can take profits there because price might reverse, okay? And once you are in profits, and maybe you've just hit an order block, or let's say a fair value gap, that might lead to a reversal. So it's best that you take some partials there, and you will be rewarded for maybe being in a losing position. You never know, you can take, let's say, like 75% of your position off in that level, and at the end of the day you'll be still profitable. Okay, the third thing that I learned from this is just you should be fearless. Actually, this is one of the most important thing that I've learned in this. You should always be fearless. Never avoid risk, and never be fearful of risking. Okay, so once I was in that drawdown, I was like, man, once I started this account, I was up like 6%. I mean, it was like 4.5%. Then I went into a drawdown of like it was a drawdown of actually like 6%, yeah, 6.9%. And I was like, damn, man. I mean, this drawdown, I started like I started in a winning position in this phase one, but once I got fearless and I decided to take the risk, and as long as I have an edge, I know that at the end of the day, the odds are better on my side. Okay, and once the fear crippled out of me, I was very able to just hold the positions. I was like, whatever happens, let me hold these positions, and whatever happens, I'll deal with it. Okay, as long as I have an edge, I know I'm on the safe side. Okay, so that's one of the most important things that you have to do. You should be fearless, but make sure you're fearless and backed by the skill. Okay, make sure you have an edge, you have an edge while at the same time you are fearless, because if you are fearless without an edge, man, you'll get wrecked. Okay, and that's not a good thing. You don't want to get wrecked without an edge. Make sure always you have an edge. And the last thing that I'd love to tell everybody that's approaching this, the funding pips, or the funded next, or the funding, let's say, companies, I'd love to tell you that it will take time. You don't get to be funded in your first trial, second trial. Actually, the first time I saw the funding business, I was like, this is just easy. I'll just get there and get funded. But Paladin said this. You'll think that you'll pass on your first challenge, but it's not the case. I always thought like, I'll beat it at my first trial, because I believed in myself and everything that everyone coming up says. Okay, and the first time I took the challenge, like I was so like confused. Why did I fail? Like I know the whole concept that I use. I know the concept that I use is the mother of all concepts, but little did I know that psychology plays a better part in this game. Okay, your psychology has to be right for you to be profitable. Your psychology has to be okay and has to be straight for you to be profitable. So don't get that wrong. Make sure that you get your psychology right, your risk management right, and make sure your strategy is profitable. Okay, and once you do all that, guys, you're good to go. Okay, so thank you for everyone who's tuned in, and thank you for my 418 subscribers, manze. You mean a lot to me, and thank you for believing in this craft. Thank you for believing in everything that you've been seeing, and we are coming to a bigger milestones. Okay, remember, the goal is to be 1 million funded, and I'm documenting it step by step. Right now we are funded, and we are aiming to grow our funding. So soon I'm approaching my other challenges, and once we hit that milestone, I'll just let you all know, because right now we just got funded. First step down, 4 more steps to go. Okay, the other once we finish the 4 steps, we will be 1 million funded, and that will be the best dream come true for me. Okay, and I'll be able to be holding this straight to motivate you to be the best version of yourself, to motivate you to keep putting work and keep winning, my guys, because look at the world right now. We need to have multiple streams of income. You need to equip yourself with the right skills and knowledge. Okay, And that's all I have for now. And make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow me in every platform: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Make sure you follow and get more of my content. If you're interested in trading, if you're interested in content like these that touch more on forex, and you'd love to learn one or two things, I know you learn some things. I love talking about the psychology part of forex, because that's the hard part. The fundamentals, the technical are the easiest. I won't lie to you. The fundamental, the technical are the easiest part of it. But when it comes to the psychology and the risk management part, it tends to be hard for some people. Not for some people, but for many people. So make sure you follow, and make sure you subscribe in YouTube and follow in every platform, and be ready for some more fire content, bro. I have so many things in store for you guys. You love it. Tell your brother to tell your brother, and tell your sisters that Kev the analyst is back, and back as always. We've never left. Cheers, man.